I'm fascinated by the invisible world that we live in. Did you realize that we're constantly swimming through an ocean of waves? The cosmos is filled with X-rays, gamma rays, microwaves, sound waves, light waves, all sorts of waves, most of which we can't hear or see. Man-made signals from radio towers and Wi-Fi modems and even the cell phones in our pockets are bouncing off of everything. What is all that noise? What do all those waves look like? I want to hear sounds that my ears can't. I want to see beyond the visible spectrum. I want to feel radio waves. I want to know what light sounds like and sound looks like. Unfortunately, my life as a physicist ended in high school with calculus class. But a few years ago, I started conducting some art experiments with light and water. By projecting light through water, I'm hoping to make some sense of this invisible world that surrounds us. My hope is that the visual effects will spark a sense of creativity or inspiration, and maybe along the way change our perspective of this world that we live in. Mostly, I hope to create moments of peace. Moments when our brains can power down and our imaginations can take over. It all began a few years ago with a work titled A Drop, a Wave. Water drips from above, setting off a chain reaction. The resulting waves bounce off the walls of a plexiglass box and cancel each other out. Light shines from below and projects the movement of the water onto the walls and ceiling above. A single drop, the smallest bit, dramatically affects the whole. This all happens in 3 dimensions, occupies real space, and fills the room. Everything's calm until the next drop falls. For Nikola, an experiment is underway. A cyclone of water spins inside a laboratory flask in perpetual motion. There is no end and there's no beginning. Small lights project the movement onto the wall, magnifying and duplicating the motion. Could this be what electromagnetic fields look like? While playing with an old overhead projector in the studio, current took shape. As light shines through a current of water, it's focused onto the wall in a 10-foot spot. The patterns of chaos bring me a sense of serenity. When my eyes are focused on the action, my mind takes a deep breath. Another experiment is underway in micro-macro. Clear oil is floating atop water inside of a 3-inch petri dish. It's magnified and projected onto the wall at 8 feet. In this fluid movement of a microcosm, I see a universe in motion. The relative scale of galaxies is in question. Playing with lenses in the studio, optics for Archimedes came into play. Water seems to be dripping up the wall as optics defy gravity and challenge my perceptions of up. Up doesn't seem to me to be a direction as much as an idea. Aurora aquatic corona found me looking down and imagining the sky above. With a digital video camera, I captured the movement of light across water in the Sunnyside irrigation canal just outside of town. When it's projected onto a 7-foot weather balloon, a planet is born. Snow from distant mountains is melted into streams which flow into the river and then get diverted by us to feed the desert soil. Fields will be nourished, lawns will be green, orchards and vineyards will flourish. Fruits and vegetables will be delivered all around the world. It's from here that I see where local and global intersect. In my most recent project, Ocean of Waves, I try to see what radio waves and sound might look like. Here, I've submerged speakers underwater. Radio frequencies generate sound through those speakers and vibrate the water. All that motion is projected in light onto latex weather balloons. The large balloon visualizes the dead air hiss of an empty shortwave radio frequency, while the smaller balloon's radio is tuned to an FM channel that sits between two stations, each one trying to battle its way through the static. And the room is filled with sound. If I close my eyes, I can imagine being beside a bubbling brook or hearing a distant waterfall. I find the white noise calming. We're constantly swimming through an ocean of waves. I wonder, what does the darkness sound like? Or the quiet look like? How might we visualize this invisible world that surrounds us? Thank you.